Every day, millions of people withdraw cash without thinking twice. They insert a card, grab a few bills, and walk away. But every single transaction quietly puts money into someone else's pocket. The money doesn't always go to the bank. Sometimes, it belongs to someone you've never seen. He doesn't post about it online. He doesn't call himself an entrepreneur. Most of his neighbors have no idea what he actually does. While the rest of the city is still asleep, his workday has already begun. Most people think ATMs belong to banks, but thousands of them are privately owned by everyday business operators. Every withdrawal generates a small service fee. One transaction isn't much. Hundreds every week quietly become something much bigger. One machine becomes 5. 5 becomes 20. Before long, you're no longer managing machines, you're managing routes. But here's the part almost nobody understands. The machine isn't the business, the location is. And finding the right location changes everything. Building an ATM route rarely starts with 10 machines. It usually begins with one opportunity and one conversation. The agreement is simple. The business gets an ATM for customers. The owner receives a share of every withdrawal. Everyone wins. But installing the machine is only the beginning. Every ATM has to stay stocked with cash. If it runs empty, it stops making money. Every few days, he repeats the same routine. Drive, refill, check, move on to the next location. Some locations barely cover their costs. Others become reliable earners year after year. That's why experienced operators don't chase expensive machines. They chase better locations. A great location can outperform a brand new machine sitting in the wrong place. That's the lesson most beginners learn too late. But even with perfect locations, there's one challenge every ATM owner fears: running out of cash at exactly the wrong moment. Before sunrise the next morning, he was already back on the road. This time, not because a machine had broken, but because one of his busiest ATMs was almost out of cash. A busy ATM running out of cash doesn't just disappoint customers, it stops earning money until it's refilled. That's why experienced operators don't simply own machines, they build reliable systems. Every location has a schedule, every refill has a purpose. Over time, one ATM becomes 5, 5 becomes 20. Eventually, the business isn't about machines anymore, it's about logistics. Success isn't measured by owning the most machines. It's measured by keeping every machine working every single day. Every working machine quietly earns. Every broken machine quietly loses. That's why maintenance is just as important as finding great locations. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary cash machine, but behind it is an entire business most people never notice. But here's the question almost nobody asks. If this business can quietly work for years, why doesn't everyone start one? The answer is simple. This business isn't exciting, it isn't glamorous, and that's exactly why so few people compete for it. Most people spend years chasing businesses that everyone else already knows about. Meanwhile, opportunities hiding in plain sight are often ignored simply because they don't look impressive. The ATM was never the real asset. The real asset was the trusted relationship with local business owners, and choosing locations people depended on every day. Years later, his route isn't just a collection of machines. It's a network built through consistency, patience, and showing up week after week. Most customers will never know his name. They'll never remember his face. They'll simply use the machine and continue with their day. The lesson isn't that everyone should own an ATM. It's that some of the strongest businesses aren't built on attention. They're built on solving ordinary problems, consistently, for years. While everyone else searches for the next big thing, some people quietly build something that simply keeps working. Every day, we uncover another hidden business, quietly shaping the economy. Real stories, real industries, real lessons. Subscribe and discover the opportunities hiding in plain sight.